Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today a very important video. Bitcoin is losing steam as well as altcoins. Are we going to see a correction coming from now for this week and also next week, or are we going to go to a new all-time high? In this video I'm going to discuss with you BTC, Ethereum, Solana, altcoins, altcoin season, the stock market, and so much more. So give me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We post a video about crypto trading every single day, and this video is brought to you by our partner Bluefin, the best non-KYC exchange, guys. Deposit and trade. We have this amazing offer coming up right now. We only got 2 people left, up to $10,000 in futures bonus. Deposit some money, trade some money, and then you're gonna get this amazing reward. And also, guys, with Bitunix, our other sponsor, you can see from here, guys, 2 days left to get this amazing $400 in futures bonus. You can put down $2,000, you're gonna get $400. You put down $500, you're gonna get $100. Come and join us, guys. I think we only got around 10 people left. There is a link in the description. Right now, guys, BTC went to 115,156, and basically we had a massive rejection from 118,000. 2 or 3 days ago, I saw on the internet everybody calling for now we're gonna go to the moon, 130,000 all-time high. This scenario you're telling right now, Andre, it's impossible. You're an idiot, guys. So who's the idiot right now? That we're gonna basically we dump like around 3 to 4%. And I'm gonna tell you even something even better. Whenever we were at 118,000, when people were busy talking about oh, now we're gonna go to the moon, we're gonna go crazy because you know, bro, and all of that, I'm gonna go and show you what I did in with my trading results. So you can see from here, guys, 19th of September, Ondo almost 70%, Bitcoin 24%, Solana 40%. I was shorting the market like there is no tomorrow. And everything, guys, it's recorded here. Everything is recorded here. Shorting the market like there is no tomorrow because it was a massive resistance, because some of my pro traders as well were calling for this rejection, guys. As always, I don't know what to tell you. I show you the proof every time that I was just destroying short in these markets, and whereas the other guys on Twitter were calling for the breakout and all that. So guys, if you really want to be in a community of professional traders where you can really learn how to trade properly, not like just random, to be like a professional, and also you want spot trading calls, altcoins, long-term, when to buy, when to sell, when am I gonna get in. You also want weekly updates, almost sometimes even 2 hours long, twice a week, to show you all of your favorite altcoins, all the key support levels. You want trading ideas, guys, crypto trading ideas every single day. I do like 2 or 3 of them. You can see, for example, highlighting the short and long areas. You can see, for example, here, guys, with the AVAX went to here exactly, it got rejected. So what you got to do, guys, come on the VIP group. There is a link in the description with all of our trading results, guys. Everything is documented, okay? Lots of people tell me, they write, oh, this is photoshopped and all of that, guys. I go on my pro trader calls, everything is written here. How can it be photoshopped? I just write everything here, guys. My members know that very well. They know that very well. And I can write, if they're watching this video today, they can tell you that what I'm doing right now is basically is not photoshopped, okay? Anyway, let's go into BTC and let's see where we are, guys. I'm gonna be very succinct and I'm gonna summarize everything today. So, Bitcoin is losing steam. You can see from here on the daily chart, we're now losing this level, this diagonal level, upward channel, and if we're gonna go and close below this level, the next area of support that we're looking at to see a potential rebound is going to be here. I'm gonna go and cancel all of this. So it's gonna be in between 113,500 to 112,500. So we're gonna go down to here. What I could be seeing from this point is gonna be a potential pullback up to this area. Okay, so what I'm looking at for a potential long right now is going to be in between this area. And of course, you know, on our VIP, I'm going to tell my members the exact point where I'm going to go and long. But guys, if we're going to go and lose this level, okay, around 112,000, there is a risk we could be going down and complete what I called before this ABC correction. So A, B, and C. And the C is going to be in between $101 to $105,000. I could see on the internet people saying that, oh, this is impossible, it's a scenario that will never happen, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and they're all buying 118,000. So good job again to, the alt season, altcoins. It happens all the time, guys. Completely, I can see people become very sentimental when it comes to trading, but what you have to be is to be objective all the time. So basically, my strategy right now is the following. Okay, I'm basically trading in between with my day trading account. I'm trading in between some areas and short long to make money basically every day. But at the same time, when I look at my spot portfolio account at the moment, guys, I'm 60 and 40%. Why am I at that? Because if you're gonna see, for example, a beautiful pump to the upside, then of course that's gonna be great. Gonna be making money, super happy. But if you're gonna go down to my point, as I was talking about before, around $101,000 to $105,000, then what I can do, I can basically recharge my holdings, buy the dip, and then ride the next wave to the upside. Because basically, from a weekly point of view, that's where we are right now. Okay, so we had a pump from here, a little bit of a rejection, then I could maybe see something like that or something like this. Okay, and that's probably the area where I'm going to say I'm going to accumulate more. Now, to be honest, I have no interest. And if Bitcoin wants to go now from here, wants to go to 200,000, great, I'm going to be making money. But if it's going to go down even more, then I'm going to buy cheaper at what we call the premium or at a discount. That's what I want to do. Okay, and of course, guys, with all of this, all this kind of analysis where I'm discussing, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, buying levels, and all of that. I do provide in the VIP, guys, a weekly update where I'm really discussing, apart from BTC, Ethereum, and Solana, also 5 or 6 altcoins as well, like, for example, Avalanche, XRP, with all the buying and selling areas. So whether you're an investor, you're a trader, you're going to find this very beneficial. But right now, guys, that's the situation. So Bitcoin, we could potentially go down to, I would say 12, 13, have a little bit of a reaction from here, then a little bit of a bounce, and then we need to see, are we going to continue higher or another drop and boom? Okay, so that's probably going to be the formation of our waveform. But to be honest, for me, I'm thinking that, market makers, those cheeky market makers, they're going to try to shake people out before basically, pumping up again. They're going to make you believe that bull market is over, and then they're going to pump it again. But anyway, guys, very important that we need to take into consideration this week is going to be on Thursday and on Friday. So GDP on Thursday is going to have major implication, and also the PCE on Friday. We're going to see if we're going to have a higher PCE or a lower PCE. If you're going to get high PCE, guys, that's not going to be good. We could be seeing more downside to come. But a probably low PC and a normal GDP could be pushing us a little bit higher. But I guess, we have to wait and see. Now, let's have a look at Ethereum, guys. Ethereum is into a very interesting scenario right now. Haha, look at this. So, you can see we are into, I'm going to go and cancel this one so you can see better. We are into a very nice symmetrical triangle. So in general, a symmetrical triangle or a potential bullish flag has a nice, we can say, like a likelihood of going higher. So like a 65% probability to go higher, so to basically break to the upside, and a 35% of a downside. So if you're going to go and calculate how high this could go to, so I'm going to go and take this one from here to here, put it to here, and then also down to this area. Okay, so Ethereum could be having, if it's going to go and break to the upside, it could be having a breakout, okay, like an upside target of maybe $5,500. But if you're going to go and break to the downside, the most likely scenario is going to be down to here around $3,800. And that's what we want to see, okay? So if you're going to go down to, let's say, 3,800, 3,900, there's going to be a point where what I could be expecting, we're going to see a nice rebound. You can see from this point, okay? So breaking down, going to here, rebound, and then I guess we had to wait and see. So from a more medium-term point of view, if this scenario is going to happen, guys, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great because it's really going to go and give us more fuel to then go higher. Okay, you can see now we are dropping right now. Huh. Great, good job on Twitter, on X. Those were telling you that we were going to, 125,000 was next. Very nice, 125,000. Anyway, so that's what I'm expecting right now with Ethereum. Potentially, if you're gonna go and confirm this breakdown from here, we could be seeing BTC, Ethereum to go down to this area and then a nice pump, and that's gonna be my area of interest where I'm probably gonna accumulate a little bit more. Next one, guys, for those of you who like Solana, I can see that lots of people are asking me about Solana all the time. 232 Solana, two important levels I'm taking into consideration right now. So you can see we had a nice breakout from here, and Solana is gonna go and test a very important level of diagonal support. So first level is gonna be around 220, 225, okay? And then what I really want to see with Solana from here is going to be a nice, meaningful rebound. And this one should correspond to Bitcoin going to 112,000 to 113,000. But if Solana is going to go and break to the downside from here, okay? It's going to go down to this way. The next area is going to be in between 185 to 190. So the scenario basically I'm expecting is going to be boom, 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 or down to here, and then it's going to go higher. So what is going to be my point of interest to say I'm going to go and accumulate more because I think it's going to be a nice opportunity? Do you think it's going to be a 225 or it's going to be more like a 190 slash 200? Well, guys, it's quite obvious that what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and reaccumulate from here. Okay, now at 233, no way I'm going to reaccumulate. And is it going to go now to, I don't know, 400? Great. I'm going to be making money anyway. But if I want to accumulate, guys, you got to be patient with this. So that's what, basically, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Very, very important. Now, next one, Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, that's the scenario I'm expecting right now. So I want to really tell you this is very, very important. When you hear influencers telling you, oh yeah, now all season 10x, 20x, or whatever. So although I believe that altcoin should be performing very well in Q4, potentially even Q1 2026, you need to take into consideration that Bitcoin dominance is very, very oversold. And what we could be seeing from here, especially, is going to be some potential uncertainty with the GDP that is coming, with PCE. What we could be seeing is going to be a potential rebound, maybe coming to the 61% to then form again a B, C correction. That will probably be making sense, where if this is going to happen, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go higher in relation to altcoins. Because what you need to understand, and this is very important, is that whenever Bitcoin goes down, whenever, let's say, the stock market goes down and also altcoins go down, but the Bitcoin dominance goes up, is because people are selling altcoins and put them into Bitcoin. But then if they're going to sell Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to go down as well. Not as much as the altcoins, but whenever you see Bitcoin dominance going higher, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go higher, okay? It can even go lower. So, but that was really important, is that Bitcoin dominance, it means there is something wrong with the economy, and therefore you see basically this kind of behavior. And you can see that we had a nice level of support coming from this area. What could be happening is going to be a potential retest up to here around 60%, 61%, and then basically the final, A, B, and then C down to 48 to 49%. Altcoins are going to go crazy, and such and such. Now, next one, I want to show you guys total free market cap. Let me just go and cancel all of these squiggles from here and show you what I'm actually thinking right now. So the total free had a nice break of all-time high, and right now is basically holding this important level of diagonal support. You got to keep things very, very simple here. So if you're going to go and stay above this area, okay, let's say, for example, BTC is going to go to 113,000, Ethereum down to 4,000, whatever, and we can actually hold this line, this diagonal support, then we're basically good to then continue higher. But if you're going to go and breach on the daily chart this area, that's not going to be good, okay? Because the next level of support, guys, there is something a little bit here, a little bit of support here, and then there's here. So again, where am I going to go and bid with altcoins if this scenario is going to happen, guys? This is going to be my area of interest, because then from there, what I could be expecting, there is a huge level of diagonal support, fuckery around September, October, going down to here, and then Q4 probably continue to go higher. And also it could be the formation of a nice, could be a cup and handle, could be also an inverted head and shoulder. You can see shoulder, head, and then shoulder, and then continuation up to 1.6 to 1.7. So the chart is looking bullish, but at the same time, I'm mindful of a potential fuckery coming from the market makers. Now, a few other points which I'm also monitoring right now, and I think they're actually very, very important. Number one is the USDT dominance. You can see that right now. This one, guys, is a chart I designed a long time ago, around almost more than a year ago, and it basically played by perfection, you can see from here. And right now it's saying that USDT dominance could actually be going higher. What is going to be important, guys, to understand is that if we're going to see a breakout of this USDT dominance, then we could be seeing basically more upside for USDT, meaning that investors are putting more money into Tether and taking them away from Bitcoin and also altcoins, which then should probably cause a little bit of a, I would say, short-term pullback. But after that, hopefully, we're going to see a continuation to the downside, okay? Because as you can see from here, guys, we are holding this level of diagonal support very, very well, and we would like to see a breakdown from here. And very similar to this point is also the DXY. The DXY right now is sitting at a very important level of diagonal support. So I saw lots of people calling for 93, 92, but at the same time, guys, there's a very big level of support of the DXY coming from here at 88 to 90. But first of all, what I think is going to be more organic, more healthy is to see, first of all, I would say a rebound from this area. I'm going to go and cancel all of this. Really forgive me about my squiggles, but a potential rebound to here. Again, correction within the stock market and crypto, and then final wave to the downside and basically, end of the bull market. That's what I could be expecting right now. So why am I that cautious right now instead of being super bullish and calling for the moon? Because of a few things. Number one is actually this one over here. It's the US 10-year treasury yield, is the DXY, but this one, guys, whenever this one breaks down, the Fed is going to cut interest rates. Okay, so we'll have no other choice than cutting interest rates, lots of risk assets and all of that. But right now, guys, we are basically we have been rebounding from 3.9 to 4.14. So if the market is so sure about all these multiple rate cuts coming from the Fed and all of that, why then the US 10-year? Why people are putting institutions are putting money into bonds to get a 4.4% per annum? It doesn't really make sense. Basically, it's meaning that at the moment, lots of institution and investor are putting money back into the US 10Y, and that's not the sign you want to see for a continuation of a bull market or a parabolic melt-up. So what I probably could be seeing from here is that if this is going to continue, then it's probably going to continue higher to go at least, I'm going to show you from this point, but at least up to, again, 4.2 to even maybe 4.4, 4.5. So if this movement is going to happen, then of course it means that institutions are going to take the money away from crypto, put them into more like fixed income, and then what we want to see after is going to be a continuous CPI coming lower for inflation, a continuous rate cuts, which then is going to help us to go and break this area. So midterm, that could be my expectation, to go and basically break down to potentially 3.4 to even 3%. But shorter term, again, I could be expecting a little bit of a dead cat bounce and then continuation down. And the last one, guys, last but not the least, stock market. S&P 500, that's my medium-term target from here. You can see in between 7,000 to 7,500. Let me know in the comments what you think about your target, for the S&P 500. But otherwise, we are so extended. And I'm going to tell you this. don't even think for a second that if the stock market starts to go down, starts to have a correction, that's Bitcoin is going to continue to go higher. Okay, that's pipe dreams. Okay, at the moment, crypto and the stock market is highly correlated. So if the S&P is going to start to go down because of some narratives from the market makers, they're going to say, I don't know, now there's about Bank of Japan, that's interest rates. They try to find an excuse, right, to basically dump the market. Then if we breach this support here at 6,600, then there is a risk we're going to go down to here, 500, and then there is a risk we're going to go down to here. And to be honest, I really would like to see a drop down to this area, because it's going to give us the fuel to go and to continue higher. Okay? Because if you're going to continue to go higher from here, then we're going to see a much more bigger short-term correction. Even, for example, another one, guys, gold. Gold is going totally nuts. Do you think it can go up forever? No. So again, whatever goes up like that also comes down. So be very careful right now on the situation that things could be, we could be seeing a little bit of a pullback. Alrighty, guys, so that's it for today. As always, if you want to have more data, more analysis every day, to be in a community where you want to kill the next 5 years, and I'm talking about this bull market, the next bear market, and the bull market after until 2030, what you gotta do, come on the link, guys, and start to learn how to trade properly, because I think it's gonna be the only available time for us to make life-changing wealth in the next 5 years. But otherwise, you have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and see you soon.